Well, good morning.
Good morning.
May we join you?
Oh, please do.
Is Mom still up in your room?
Oh, well, she didn't come back here last night. I left my key at the desk, but she didn't show up.
Now remember, she said she might not get back.
Yeah, I know, but I was hoping that she would.
Well, I checked with the desk this morning. They said they hadn't heard from her.
I'm sure there's nothing to be worried about.
Yeah, I know. It's just an instinctive reaction, I guess, after all those months of worrying. I think of her out there alone with Bennett, and, well, I guess the same old wheels start turning.
But she wanted to be alone with Bennett. They have a great many things to discuss.
Oh, I'll say they do. I tell you something. I woke up this morning. My head was in such a jumble with all of this thing. I couldn't believe it had all happened. Poor Lisa. Must have been an absolute nightmare for her.
I just hope that someday you'll be able to forget the things that happened last night, Lisa.
I don't think I will.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. Because life is made up of all kinds of experiences, Bennett. Good and bad. What I went through last night will always be a part of my life.
I've always known you had a great inner strength, and last night you proved to beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just hope I have the strength to say to you what I must now.
Not yet.
Oh, yes. I also hope that, well, I'm depending on your strength. Just as I'm depending on our love that we have for each other and the great respect that we feel toward each other. After all, that brought us as far as it did, and I'm counting on all of that, Bennett, to help us take the next step, which is inevitable.
What's the matter, Lisa?
Moments like this don't make it easy. Oh my, look at the sun. It's going to be such a beautiful winter day.
Yes, it is.
The sun is just shining out there. And look at the ice glittering on the trees. Well, there was a time last night when I really wasn't sure whether I would ever see the sun again. Now I'm looking at it. It feels warm. I have so much to be thankful for, and so do you.
I don't feel very thankful at this moment.
Oh, but you should, Bennett.
How can I? I'm losing you.
Oh, no, you don't think about it that way.
What other way can I think of it?
No, look, it's, you and I, well, I feel like that we can't lose something that we have shared together. It's impossible. And we've had really something wonderful here. Don't you agree with that?
You know I do.
Good. Just realizing that wonderful things we've shared, and knowing that it can never be taken away from us, helped me make the decision that I have just made.
I think you made it long before then.
No.
Last night, when you couldn't face me, when you wouldn't open your door, I think you knew then.
No, I didn't. I couldn't stand the horror that it just had. That was just a reaction from everything that...
But it's true that you couldn't face me.
All right, it's true. I couldn't face you because I thought you were a murderer. And that made me feel so guilty.
I know about that guilt.
Oh, well, that's neither here nor there, Bennett. Look, we've come to the point where we have to face the facts and decide about our future.
May I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
There's only one thing that I know about the future.
And what is that?
That I can never ask anyone to share my life Well, I suffer from this uncontrollable jealousy. It was that jealousy that destroyed Ruth's love for me, and I'll never risk having it destroy yours.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. Because that's exactly how I feel. I cannot plan a future with a man whom I didn't trust, even for a moment.
But you trust me now.
Yes, I do, but it's just that I can't bear the fact that I thought that for a moment I thought you had killed Ruth, and I thought you killed Hester, too.
Those were circumstances.
Well, I know it. But I should never have let circumstances shake my faith in you like that. Listen, Bennett. We've got to be very adult about this whole thing. We must face the facts that we cannot have a future together. It's absolutely impossible.
I know.
Bennett, life is very short, and yet we still have so much to do.
Do we?
Oh, of course we do. And we have so much to live for. Well, I have my family and my wonderful friends in Oakdale. You have your book. And I have a feeling that it's going to be a big success. And there's something very important you have to do, too. You have to see, a specialist. And let this person help you get rid of that terrible demon in you. Because until you do get rid of that, you won't be able to have a lasting, beautiful relationship.
I know.
And I know that you can do this. See, we're going to have a lot to keep us busy.
Busy, maybe, but it's going to seem awfully empty without you to share things with.
Let me tell you something. I envy the woman who comes along when you're finally ready for her. She's going to be so lucky. She's going to have opportunity to know one of the finest human beings I've ever known. I just hope that she deserves you.
Lisa,
Don't, please don't.
What?
No, I don't want you to put your arms around me.
Just once more?
No, it won't work because I'm afraid that all my resolve will just go out the window.
Maybe it's best. Maybe it should go out the window.
No, it shouldn't. We both know it can't work. This is the way it has to be.
Well, it sure is good to see things really moving again out at the construction site. This shopping center's gonna be something else again, Jay.
Well, it ought to be. It's costing a bundle.
Yeah. Well, for a while, a lot of the guys in the crew got kind of worried.
Worried? What about?
Well, the way you sort of, disappeared.
I didn't disappear. I had to make a trip to New York.
Well, yes, but I mean, you were gone for a couple of days before anybody even heard from you. Well, the guys got worried something was wrong. They were afraid that, maybe the shopping center wouldn't be finished for a long time, maybe never.
I don't know why they'd be afraid of that.
Well, some of those men had worked for you before when the bad times hit, and, they said something about not getting paid.
Now, wait a minute. That's a damned lie. It took me some time, but every man on my crew got paid every cent that was owed to him. And with interest for the time it took.
Well, don't get sore with me, Jay.
Well, I don't like hearing lies like that, Matt.
I'm only repeating what I heard. Hey, look, anyways, the guys are all up now. I mean, they're happy. They've got steady work ahead. With the Christmas holidays and the wives and the kids to
You
think
sound like a real cornball, you know?
What?
I mean, what do you know about wives and kids and Christmas bills, huh? You don't know anything.
I didn't mean to get you all hot under the collar, Jay. I only thought you'd be interested.
Now, see, that's your trouble. You don't think. Not ever.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, you don't, because if you did, you would know that management has got its problems, too. You think it's any easier than to sit here behind this desk than to work out there on the site, huh? Do you? Because if you do, I'll change places with you any old day. Let's see you try and handle some of the things I got to deal with.
Hello, Matt.
Oh, Carol, it's good to have you back. I can't tell you how good it is.
Well, thank you.
You're not planning to go away anytime soon again, are you?
No, I'm planning to stay put for quite a while.
Well, I better get back to the site now. I'm sorry to get you all upset, Jay. See you around.
What did Matt mean, getting you all upset?
Poor Matt. Oh, he just said something that really threw me into tailspin.
What?
That doesn't really matter. I just took out all my headaches on that poor kid. He looked kind of confused and hurt, didn't he?
A little. But you can make up for that easily. Just apologize to him when you go out to the site.
There are a lot of things I can't make up for that easily.
You thinking about Ralph?
Yeah?
What are you going to do about all that?
I asked him to give me a week so I could look into things, but I know damn well I'm not going to find any answer to satisfy Ralph in a week. I wouldn't find one if he gave me 20 weeks. I've made such a mess of my life again. And I've involved you and Amy in that mess again, too.
Betsy, what are you doing home at this time of day? Something wrong, honey?
I told you yesterday we had a half day of school today. Teachers meeting.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about it. Well, I've got homemade soup on for lunch. I'm gonna enjoy the company.
Well, I don't know if I'm hungry yet, though.
Well, you're gonna want some lunch, aren't you?
I guess. Okay, I'll have some soup.
Good.
Grandma, I was wondering, do you think it would be all right if I went over Lois's house this afternoon?
Betsy, you know what Kim's rules are. You can have Lois over here to study, but...
I know. But it is only in the afternoon, Grandma, and her mother will be home.
I thought that Mrs. Middleton worked.
At night, and she doesn't go until 3 o'clock. And when she does, well, I can always come home.
Honey, I don't want to say yes to you without consulting Kim first.
Okay.
I wish that you'd have Lois come over here. That would make things so easy for both of us.
I'll ask her, but I don't know if she will. I just can't wait for these rules to settle down.
I remember hating rules when I was your age. But later on, I just came to understand that they were for my own good.
Yeah, but things were different then.
Oh, they certainly were. That is why responsible parents like Kim are more concerned than ever nowadays.
Yeah, but they don't have to be.
Betsy, what would you want Kim to do?
Well, stop worrying and let up on the rules.
That's really up to you, isn't it?
To me?
Yes, if you just show Kim that there's no reason for her to worry, then she'll stop. Then there'll be no reason for the rules.
But I don't want to stop seeing all the friends that I've made.
Honey, if they're good friends, you're not going to lose them.
But you can't ever be popular if you can't go out and see the people you want to see when they want to see you.
I guess you and I are just not going to agree about this.
Guess not. Grandma, can I ask you something?
Of course you can, honey.
I've been saving my money up, and I'm going to buy Kim a crystal pitcher to replace the one that was broken at the party.
Oh, Betsy, what a nice thought.
And I was wondering, do you know the best place where I could find something like that?
Oh, yes. I'll be glad to go with you and help you pick one out if you'd like me to. Oh, honey, Kim is going to be very touched, I know. Hello.
Morning, Ellen.
Kim. Oh, Kim. I was wondering when I'd hear from you. Grant came by and he told me everything that's happened. He just didn't tell me when you'd be coming back to Oakdale.
Well, I wanted to wait to call you until I was sure what Lisa was going to do. It looks now like we're all going to be flying home this afternoon.
Has Lisa decided what she's going to do?
Well, I don't really know what she's going to do other than the fact she is coming home with us today.
I see. You know, Betsy and I were just talking about you.
Betsy?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she at school?
No, she just had half a day of school today.
Oh, really? Oh, listen, I'd love to talk to her if she's there.
I thought you might. Kim wants to talk to you.
Thank you. Hi, Kim.
Hi, sweetheart. Oh, boy, am I glad to hear your voice. Is everything okay?
Mm-hmm. Grandma, I just heard Grandma say you were going to come home today.
You bet I am. I can't wait to see you and Andy. How is he?
Oh, he's fine. Kim, I was just wondering, since I am talking to you on the phone, do you think I could possibly go over to Lois's house this afternoon to study?
Oh, Bets,
I know it's a rule, but I asked Grandma, and she couldn't let me go without your okay. And I just thought, here we are talking about it, and you call. I thought maybe it was luck. And the only reason I am asking you is because Lois's mother will be home until 3, and then when she does leave, Lois can come back here with me.
All right. Since it seems to be an unusual situation, okay, I'll say yes. But now, I am not changing the rules.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I can't wait to see you and hear all about the wedding.
Oh, sweetheart, the wedding was postponed.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you when I get home. It is much too complicated to go into on the phone.
Well, I guess I've got everything down now.
Certainly does look like it. Bennett,
Yeah.
before Tom gets here, I want to return this to you.
Guess this really is the end of everything.
No, don't think of it that way, please.
I'll try not to.
I'm so very sorry.
No. I'll keep this as a reminder of what my jealousy cost me. Maybe that'll make me work harder to overcome it. Get rid of it for good.
I'm sure you will. Must be Tom.
Morning, Tom.
Good morning, Bennett.
Hi.
Mom?
Well, I guess I'll take these bags out to the car.
Yeah, let me give you a hand.
No, I'll manage. Tom, I'd like to.
You all right, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
These suitcases, it looks like you've packed pretty much everything. Are you really leaving for good?
Yes. It is a decision that Bennett and I came to together. We had to. There was no other way. So much has happened, nothing, well, it just can't be undone. I want you to know, Tom, that for once I really was not being impulsive.
I know you're not.
So much about this inn I will always love, as I will love Bennett. But I'll tell you, there's a part of me that says, I must be going now.
I'm very proud of you, Mom.
Hey, come on, let's get out of here before I change my mind, all right?
Okay, that's. Don't forget to tell your grandmother now. I will be home at least in time for supper. Okay, fine, honey. Me too. Bye, sweetie.
this a bad time to knock on your door?
No, not at all. Come on in.
Thank you. I wondered if you were ready to go downstairs for lunch.
Yeah, I am, but I thought we were going to wait for Tom and Lisa.
Well, we could wait for them in the dining room.
Oh, okay. Well, just let me put these few things in my suitcase and I'll go down with you.
Fine.
Just finished talking to Bets. Oh, I'm really looking forward to getting home to the family. I bet you are, too. Good to see Dana again, too, huh?
Well, I guess I haven't told you. Dana went to New York yesterday. She's going to be the assistant choreographer of Ian's new ballet, and then dance a part in it.
My golly, how fantastic. Except how do you feel about that?
Well, I wanted her to do it. I thought it was important that she have the chance. It may never come her way again.
Oh. Except that I thought she'd really given ballet up when she came to Oakdale, or at least by the time you two decided to get married.
She had given it up. But I couldn't help but wonder if she's given it up where it really counts. In her heart.
Ah, I see. Well, in that case, it might be a good idea for her to get involved with this new show. That way she certainly will have had her chance, and she could never have regrets afterwards then.
Exactly. Yeah. Of course, I'll miss her terribly, but
Kim, you there?
Yeah, coming.
Don't say anything to Lisa about this until after we find out what she's doing.
Hi, dear. Come in, honey.
Oh, Bob.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I can't tell you how good it is to have all of you here waiting for me. Honestly, if I had to be by myself at a time like this, I think it'd be more than I could bear.
Well, here we are. And I understand that you're flying back with us this afternoon.
Oh, yes, oh, good grief. I didn't make my plane reservations. Bob, do you think I can?
Well, I went ahead and made one for you.
Thank you. Well, I'll be home for Christmas.
You bet you will, and we're going to be so happy to have you there and share it with us.
Kim and I were just about to go down for lunch.
That sounds good to me.
Oh, it would sound good to you. Why don't you all go downstairs? Just give me a moment. Let me freshen up a bit, and I'll be down. Tom, please tell them about my decision. It'll make it a little easier for me, honey.
Can I order you something? A drink?
Yes, why not? Let's be frivolous and foolish, and I think I'll have a pink lady or maybe a grasshopper. No, that sounds too funny. I'll have a pink lady.
You'll be there waiting for you.
Good, thank you.
I'll see you later.
Right.
Thank you.
My good luck dress. I'll not put it on and start all over.
Well, it's up to you now, Ralph. You have to decide which move you want to make next.
I'm just not sure, but I do know that when I first face Jay again, I've got to do it by myself.
I don't think that's such a smart idea.
Well, it may not be, but I have got to do it that way.
Why do you feel that way?
Because when Jay and I made this partnership, I didn't bring you along with me.
You had me draw up the papers.
Oh, yeah. But the agreement was between Jay and me.
All right. But I don't think it's going to be a very pleasant confrontation.
I know, but I just can't avoid it.
Yes, you can. You can press charges right now against Jay and collect all the money he owes you before you go any further.
How can we possibly continue the partnership after that?
You really want to continue it?
Well, I certainly don't want to see this shopping center project collapse. And there's another thing, too. If I press charges against Jay, that's just one more black mark against him here in this community.
All right, that may very well be true, but you've got to think about yourself in this situation. Somebody is guilty of an underhanded maneuver that's put your financial security in jeopardy. Now, if what Santini says is true, and there's no reason to believe that it isn't, Jay has done something illegal.
I know. But there are other things at stake, too.
What?
Those are the things I've got to have out with Jay. Look, I'll call you when it's all over.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
You're the very last person I would expect to see at this time.
I know we've said our goodbyes.
Yeah.
There's something I wanted you to have before you leave Norwich.
What's that?
There's a note inside that'll explain everything.
Thank you.
Have a safe plane trip.
Well...
No, that's one thing I still can't bear to hear. How about, till we meet again?
Sweetheart, I wish you'd eat something. It's going to be very cold out at that construction site this afternoon.
The trouble is, honey, I just don't have any appetite.
Just the same, you're not leaving here until you eat.
Why is it you're so good to me?
Well, you know why. I love you.
I sure do have a knack of messing things up sometimes.
Yeah, but loving somebody has nothing to do with that. You either do or you don't. And I do.
You know, the day you came into my life was my luckiest day ever.
There are going to be a lot of others, honey.
I wish I could believe that.
Come in.
We missed you downstairs.
Oh, I'm sorry I took so long.
I appointed myself a committee of one to bring you down.
Just as I was getting ready to come downstairs, Bennett came to the door, and he brought me a copy of his novel, a little note, giving me permission to read the last paragraph first.
What does it say?
I think maybe you better read it.
And so it was Lisa who finally taught me what love and loving are all about. Like her laughter, she'll always be in my memory. And wherever I go, or whatever I do that's worthwhile in my lifetime, it will be because she once loved me.